Hi guys, I hope you're all having a great week so far. I wanted to make a short video today about some of the books that I hope to read in July, and probably I won't finish some of them until August. But I want to just make a quick video about that, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I want to start by saying most of these books are from the library, and that's new for me. I normally just like to buy my own books because I need to have all the books. But since we moved here to Alaska, I haven't found a bookstore that I really call my own yet, so I've just been going to the local libraries and spending time there. And also, before I start, I think 3 of these books I decided to read after watching another person's book review on them on YouTube. So that's been exciting for me. I've honestly never watched a book review on YouTube, so I was happy to find a few more books to put on my list. So the first one that I'm going to show you is from one of those reviews. Many of you have probably already read this, pretty popular, Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. I read Gone Girl first, maybe 2 years ago, and I enjoyed it. I got through it really quickly, and I enjoyed the plot twists and the characters, and I thought the ending fit well with the characters. But I honestly was never going to read another Gillian Flynn novel, but seeing the reviews of this made me change my mind, and I'm so glad I did. I'm about almost halfway through it, and I started it yesterday. I haven't been able to put it down. It has a character I really like, and even though she's so different from me and has her own set of problems, I really identify with her, and I'm excited to find out. I don't know if excited is the right word, because it's a mystery about people who die, but I want to find out what's happening. So that's one book I'm reading. Another one, this is just something that's been on my list for a while, is Mr. Midshipman Hornblower by C.S. Forester. These were written, I think, in the 40s, and they are about a British officer in the 1800s, and a British naval officer in the 1800s and his adventures at sea. This is sort of an easier read for me than Patrick O'Brian, which I've tried to read in the past, and while I love the characters, I just have never been able to get through a book. So I decided to pick this up from the library too and give it a try. The main character is a little bit like my husband too, which is really funny for me to read. So I'm enjoying that. This one I picked up, A Passage to India by E.M. Forster. I picked up because a while ago I read a book called How to Read Literature Like a Professor, which everybody should read, and I might do a review of that later, about this book and some of the themes in it and symbols in it, and it just made me curious, so I'm going to give that one a try. Haven't started it yet. The next 2 are ones that I decided to watch, or to read. These are books, I read them. I decided to read them because of the book reviewer on the Peruse Project YouTube channel. She really likes fantasy, and while I haven't read a lot of fantasy, I do like what I have read, and I'm excited to try some new ones. So this first one is, I think, one of her all-time favorite books, The Name of the Wind. Got it from the library. I was so pleased they had it, because the libraries where I live are sort of small. I'm excited to try it. It's just an adult fantasy that's supposed to be very well written, and I'm going to give that one a try. Next one, also recommended by the Peruse Project, is Six of Crows, which is like Game of Thrones in that it's told from different perspectives, but it's not Game of Thrones. The title, right under the title, it says 6 Dangerous Outcasts, 1 Impossible Heist. So I'm thinking there's some thieving going on, and that'll be a lot of fun, and I'm curious to see how that all works into the fantasy aspect of it. And I also think it's a series. This is the first book in a series, so I'm excited to jump into a new series. I always like that, so I can put lots more books on my list. And this last one is one that I started probably in February, and read a lot while we were moving, but I haven't picked it up since we've been here, and I want to continue working through it because it's just so meaningful. It's called Bonhoeffer. It is about it's about Dietrich Bonhoeffer, who was a pastor and theologian during the earlier part of the 1900s in Germany. And for various reasons, he decided to become involved in an assassination attempt against Hitler. And so it's a biography of his entire life, and it touches on why he made that decision to do that. I think it's a perfectly sound decision, but it's certainly a big one. I think any civilian would have quite a lot of thinking to do before they endeavored on such a task. So I'm excited to finish this. I've only gotten to the point, I'm up to 1934 to 35, so right when things are heating up in Germany, and I'm excited to see the steps that he takes as a Christian to sort of stand up for what he believes in and what he believes is right. I think that's so important. No matter what time period we live in, no matter what country we live in, I'm excited to just learn from his experiences. And so I will probably not finish this book this month. It's not a difficult read, it's a very interesting read, but I only read a little bit of it at a time. So I probably won't finish it, but I wanted to talk about it because I think it's an incredibly important read. And so that's what I will be reading. Let me know if you have read any of these books. I would love to hear what you think. And let me know if, based on these books, you can think of anything else that I should be putting on my list. So thank you. You guys have a good day. Bye.